Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. We have an update on our S85 DCT project. Dan's been working super hard over the last 6 months, and he's told me he's made some major advancements on the car compared to where we were on the last video update. But you probably want to see how the car drives rather than listen to me talk. So let's jump in and see what it's like. So this is my first drive of our M6 with the DCT gearbox, and what Dan is saying is almost complete. So let's have a look. So I'm going to drive it in D first, so I've just put that into reverse. Oh, I can already tell it's a lot smoother. I'm not sure what that window error is. Standard old car things. I'll have to ignore that for the minute. Stick it in D. Okay. So let's see how it behaves. It's pretty smooth. It's going through the gears very quickly. An SMG wouldn't be getting into fourth this early, so it probably means it's actually quite good on fuel economy or an improvement over the stock gearbox. But I mean, yeah, that's sixth. I haven't even felt two of those gear changes. I'm actually quite impressed with the way it's crawling around and engaging the clutches, because before there was a lot of back and forward where the car was getting a little bit confused. So the functionality was there, but it was nowhere near as smooth as this. So, I mean, in normal driving situations, this is really good. If any of you have driven the SMG in auto, you'll know how bad it is. This just feels like a DCT with an S85. Which is pretty awesome. So I'm just going to head out to some open roads, but I just wanted to show you guys and experience myself what the car is like when you're just pootling along. So this is actually the first time I've driven the car since the previous update we did, which was quite a while ago. It's been a long road. Dan's been very busy sorting out the code. There was essentially one thing which we may explain later on, which was holding him back, but once he figured that out, it made everything else fall into place. But I mean, right now it's literally just driving like you'd expect a factory DCT to drive with this engine. Obviously no one's experienced the M5 CSL that BMW made, so we don't actually know how that car drives. Only the people who are testing it will know that. I'm gonna open it up a little bit more now. Still very smooth. This is, so far, this whole project is was a dream, and making it come true was a very long journey. Lots of fuel, lots of money. But, I mean, yeah, look at that. I can't believe I'm actually driving an M6 S85 with a DCT gearbox, and it's driving really well. Let's do a kick down. So yeah, as you saw, I just kicked down there, it went down to an appropriate gear and revved all the way out. So I'm happy with it in D. Shall we have a look what it's like in manual? Let's switch it over. There we go, so we're in manual now. Let's do some kick downs. Very quick, very smooth change. Oh my god, this makes this car such a joy to drive. And I'm really surprised that BMW didn't do a run out model with this gearbox, because they obviously had the capability of making it work. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we're coming up to a bit of traffic now, so I'm just going to stick it back in D so I can just chill. And someone has switched the AC off in this, so it's getting a bit hot. Well, I'm about 4 or 5 minutes into driving the car normally, and it's behaving really well. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. Such a big change from the last time I drove the car, but that's many, many hours Dan's put into the coding to figure this out. And so far it feels like it's absolutely worth it. I don't think there's a better way to demonstrate the car, especially in normal D mode, just driving around normally, getting stuck in some traffic, getting behind some cars, and then doing those kickdowns on that road as well demonstrates how well it's behaving. But this is, it feels alien. It doesn't actually feel like I'm driving an S85 car, especially when compared to what that SMG gearbox is like. We're going to head to a dual carriageway so we can do some slightly higher speeds. Obviously, to test this car properly, I'll have to go to a track or Germany so I can let it loose on the Autobahn, which we may get to do at some point. But we'll get up to 70 quickly and see what it's like up to those speeds. A little bit of a hesitation there. Okay, we'll do another kick down here. So it's in 7th, foot down. It's gone down to 3rd. So that limp mode is nothing to do with the gearbox. That's actually a misfire we've got on cylinder 7, which we'll have to figure out. We've changed all the coils, injectors and spark plugs on the car from before, so we've traced it down to a wiring issue which we will have to resolve. Let me just pull over here and restart the car. So that is a standard kind of S85 thing. Just restart the car, set off again. Okay, let's put it in D. So that's only going to do it under slightly higher loads. So let's ignore that check engine light for now, but because that is related to the ignition system rather than the gearbox. Because as you can see, the gearbox is still working as it should do. That is just one of the joys of owning one of these cars that's getting quite old and needs a lot of attention. This car's done nearly 130,000 miles as well now, so it's getting on a bit. So it's going to require maintenance as we get along. No, it's not working. Okay. So as you can see, the car is driving absolutely perfectly. That was the longest time I've driven the car without it having an error for the gearbox or coughing or spluttering or the clutches slipping. Works in D, works in kickdown, works in manual. I'm really impressed. I haven't driven this car for about 7 to 8 months, and the difference between then and now is absolutely insane. Dan's done an amazing job. So this is going to be the last update video you see from us. The next video should be a full product launch. But before we get there, I am going to reach out to a few people to beta test this product. So I've had a few people reach out to me already, especially shops who have done the conversion and maybe used an aftermarket ECU and it's not working out quite so well. So hopefully we'll get some units to those guys. They can run them so we can make sure it works on multiple different software versions in different countries and in different conditions. But so far, I'm super excited. A DCT in one of these has been a myth for me ever since I owned an E60 M5, and to actually have one functioning in one of our own cars is absolutely amazing, and hopefully I can't wait to share it with everyone.